Hey people, Kate Link here. How are we doing? So, I did have some other videos planned last week, and I've been prepping over the past couple of weeks, but with all the nerfs and the changes that have been happening, they would just be outdated really, so quick. So, now the patch notes are out and the changes are all in place, some of my future focus on content will be like guild raid teams, bosses, characters, etc. But whatever I fancy covering really. But for now, I keep on bringing like more kind of data mine stuff and news and stuff. But yeah, I'll also do that. But yeah, but for now, while we're waiting for that to settle down, we're going to dive into the new machine of war, the Plagueburst Crawler, and also we have some of Dante's abilities. So, first up, we are going to be looking at the Plagueburst Crawler. Now, honestly, when I first looked at its kind of abilities, it didn't really excite me as much as some of the ones that we have out already, since I think this is so dependent on having specific factors like the Death Guard faction being much in play. So if you're a fan of the Death Guard, then great. I think this machine is going to be a great one for you, but it's got a lot to live up for compared to some of the other ones. The entropy cannons deals so much times energy damage to an enemy unit that is within a friendly contagion aura, or otherwise has their armor reduced. So it's linked to Death Guard this, and its range kind of for the contagion increases as the round progresses, and it also reduces the enemy armor, which can be boosted, I suppose, by further effects. You got like, I suppose, Brother Godswill. He's a champion of feast ability, where he reduces enemy armor. So this would come in play, I think, with this machine. Well, that's how I kind of interpret it anyway. For the Plagueburst Mortar, which I think is going to be this kind of cooldown free kind of move. He targets a hex on the battlefield. All enemies on that hex or adjacent hexes that are also either within a friendly contagion aura have their armor reduced, take so much toxic damage, and become suppressed, which that part is pretty neat. For 1 round, and then adds contamination to the target hex and the random hexes adjacent to it, up to a total of, depending on level, hexes. So as for targeting, yeah, it could be useful in certain modes, but it's definitely not going to be useful, I don't think, in the guild raids. If you stand on a contaminated hex, you get like minus 30% armor for a round, so it might come in helpful there in certain rounds like arena and that. But mechanical units are excluded and Death Guard are exempt, so it doesn't help against all factions. So overall, I don't think this unit will be very useful, I don't think, in modes. Like I say, some people will love it, but it's so hard nowadays for Machine of War to compete against units like Forge Fiend, Biovore, and Gala, which are so versatile in so many different modes. But for this, like I say, if you're a fan of Death Guard, then great. I think you're going to be a big fan of this, but we'll see how it kind of plays out once it's released. And now for Dante, who I'm really excited about this guy. I mentioned it a few weeks ago that it was coming, but now we get to have a look at his abilities. First, we're going to have a look at the Light of Sanguinius. I think that's how I pronounce it. My pronunciations are not the greatest. This is his active. If Dante has not moved, he gains Infiltrate until the end of his turn. And then charges an enemy target that has a free adjacent hex within movement range, which I think his movement range is 4, 5 to my head. I can't think without looking. And deals a times melted damage to it. This is pretty neat. If the target and the enemy units surrounding it deals reduced damage for 1 round, so this really weakens the enemy. And also this effect is doubled if they attack friendly units that are below a percentage of health. Now, I'm going to guess that's probably around a 50% mark, because it's kind of tacked with Blood Angels, which kind of like the minus 50% mark health. So yeah, this ability really does stand out. It synergizes so well with other Blood Angel units. I mean, if you compare this guy with like Nicodemus and lower the health before they go, yeah, this really could do some great damage. But that's his active. Now for the Lord of the Host is passive. So other friendly units within 2 hexes with rapid assault or flying deal so much damage extra with melee attacks. Affected units that are or below a percentage of health. Again, this is where like the Blood Angel is going to come in. Also score extra with melee attacks. This is an amazing ability. It's going to be so great for like flyers like Bellator, Harken, Wing Prime, Parasite, as is now going to get it, and others. I mean, there's quite a lot out there, and it's a solid boost for the melee attacks. And if you're running like Dante with Nicodemus, and he has that blood chalice, you know what I mean? It's going to make kind of people like Matignon like incredibly powerful. I think this could be like a game changer for like high damage kind of first air attack in like arenas, possibly tournament arena as well. So yeah, this is really good stuff. So like I keep saying, I'm really excited about this guy. I think he could be up there as possibly a new meta for this year. I think he's going to be solid in a lot of modes. He will really enhance other characters in the team, especially flyers, but also you've got like the rapid assault characters like Khan, Ragnar. They really could start getting some good numbers with this guy as well. So yeah, I really can't wait to get him ranked up and start using him, because I think it's going to be great. So I hope you enjoyed this video. I hope it's prepped you for kind of what's to come. Let me know what you think in the comments as always. I do like to read some of your comments, and I'll try and reply back as often as I can. Don't forget to check out some other videos, and also hit that like and subscribe button on your way out. Take care. Bye bye.